Hey everyone, I'm at home today with two sick boys. Since I am at home, I am going to create a video for you so you can watch this during class and not miss out on any of the material so we won't be behind. The first thing that I want you to do is take out a scrap sheet of paper and complete the warm-up. This stuff was from Friday when we talked about similar triangles. Just remember that when you have overlapping triangles that you need to split them into two. Do not be afraid to draw your two triangles and label them that way. The thing that I want you to do first is find the value of x, find the length of BE, and then find the length of CD. Again, you just have to do this on a scrap sheet of paper. You don't have to fill this out in your notebooks. Please pause the video until the majority of people have completed the warm-up. Here is the solution of the warm-up. If you want to find the value of x, remember when you split these triangles up, you're going to have 16 over 4x plus 9 is equal to 40. That's the whole side length. You have to add 16 and 24 together, divided by 12x minus 4. Now you could have had 16 over 40 is equal to 4x plus 9 over 12x minus 4. It does not matter how you set this proportion up, just remember that the smaller triangle side lengths have to match up with the larger triangle side lengths. When you solve a proportion, you're going to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you're going to get x is equal to 13.25. You're going to take that x value and you're going to plug it back into the value of BE, and then you're also going to plug it back into the value of CD, and you're going to get 62 and you're going to get 155. Now you need to take out your notebooks and find your notes from Friday. We already glued this in. I do not remember what page number it is. I want to say 59 or 60, but again, I'm not quite sure. Once you find this, it's going to be the angle bisector theorem in your notebook on that front page. Please pause the video until everybody has been able to find this. This is the theorem that we're going to talk about today. This is the angle bisector theorem. What it's saying is if you have a angle bisector of a triangle, this angle bisector is going to divide the opposite sides into two segments whose lengths will be proportional to the other two sides. So one way to write this proportion would be in this diagram, RS to ST is equal to RV to TV. So when we think about this angle bisector really doesn't even matter. So we can just cross this out. It doesn't matter. You're going to take RS and you're going to put it over ST, and then you're going to take RV and put it over TV, and then you're going to just set those equal to each other. So let's do an example. The first example here, again, the angle bisector doesn't matter, so you can just get in the habit of just crossing that out. And again, there's 4 ways to set up a proportion. This is just one of those ways. I said x to 8 is equal to 9 to 5. When you have to solve for x, you're going to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you're going to get x is equal to 14.4. Example number 2. Once again, this angle bisector doesn't matter, so we can cross it out. One way to set up the proportion would be 2x minus 5 over 10 is equal to 21 over. Now notice this is a little bit different. Notice that this whole side length right here is 24. If we want to figure out that blue shaded line, you're going to have to take 24 and subtract 10 from it. When you do that, you are going to get 14. So we're going to put 14 right here for that blue side length, and then we can finish up our proportion. It would be 21 over 14. Cross multiply, and when you cross multiply and get x by itself, you're going to get x is equal to 10. If you need to, please pause the video to have everybody catch up with the notes. Example number 3, this is very similar to what that last problem was. Again, that angle bisector doesn't matter, so we can cross this out. When we set your proportion up, this is just one way that we can do it. We're going to have 10 over x is equal to 12 over, now this distance is a little bit different. That highlighted distance is going to be called 18 minus x. The reason being, let's say that this was 4, this x value was 4. To figure out the yellow highlighted region, what you would do is 18 minus 4, which would give you 14. Well, in this case, we don't know what that x value is, so we are going to have to find that highlighted segment, we're going to have to do 18 minus x. So when we cross multiply, you're going to get x by itself, and when you get x by itself, you're going to get 8.18 with that repeating. If you want to round it to 8.2, that would be fine. And then the last example. When you set this up, you're going to have x minus 5 over 7.5 is equal to x plus 5 over 12. Again, the angle bisector doesn't matter, and we want to figure out what this segment is. Well, the whole thing was 19.5. We have part of it, which was 7.5. So then you need to subtract those two values to figure out what that red question mark would be, and that is going to be 12. Again, cross multiply, get your x by itself, and then solve for x. X comes out to be 21 2/3. Please pause the video so everybody can catch up. Alright, I want you to try one. Again, on that scrap sheet of paper that you used for your warm-up, just take a minute and figure out what this value of x would be. Please pause the video until everybody has figured the problem out. Okay, so after everybody has had time to set this problem out, this is what one of your proportions would look like. Once again, this angle bisector doesn't matter, so we can cross it out. We need to figure out what this length is right here, and in order to figure out what that length is, we're going to have to take 18 minus 6, which is 12. So we're going to use that value of 12. Again, one way to set up this proportion to be 2x over 6 is equal to 3x plus 4 over 12. You can cross multiply, and when you cross multiply, you should get x is equal to 4. Please pause the video if people need more time. Alright, what's going to happen now is you're going to take a quick little quiz. I don't know what time it is right now in your class period and don't know how much time is left after all of the pausing and doing some of these problems. So I'm going to allow you to put the NF on the top of the quiz if you do not get it done. I want to make sure that you show all of your proportions when you do this quiz and take your time. The rest of the time after you finish your quiz, you need to finish section 7.4 worksheet. You got this on Friday. You're going to complete the rest of it. On Friday I assigned section 1 and section 2. You need to complete section 3. You should be able to do that now. If you have any questions, hopefully I'm back tomorrow. Just depends how my boys do tomorrow. Have a good day.